Why do few interior design projects fail in spite of having a designer and good material selection? Have you ever thought of it? It's because the basic principles of interior design might be ignored. One must first know there are 7 most important interior design principles, and they should be followed like the Bible while doing any interior design project. So today, let's see what those principles are. Coming right up. Hey, I am Architect Nilesh Sawant, having an experience in the field of architecture and interior designing for last 25 plus years. If you truly want to understand the field of architecture and interior design and want to know how it really works on site, then subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. So first thing first, let's understand what interior design is. Interior design is the process of telling a story about the occupants of that space by the means of material, texture, shape, design, color scheme, and details through the manipulation of space and volume as well as surface treatments and its finishes. But first, one must understand that the interior decoration and interior design are two different aspects. While interior decoration is just addition of ornamental elements to the space, interior design is a radical change by means of environment, architecture, maybe product design, and occupants' tradition and culture. Now that you have a basic idea of what interior design is, we can move forward and learn something very useful, which are the principles of interior design. So let's begin. Principle number 1, it's called united harmony. While designing, it is necessary to think of the house in a totality. It is therefore appropriate that a common style and theme runs throughout. The design elements used should visually appear of the same genre. A way to create this theme or storyline is with well-considered use of color schemes. For example, you might pick 3 or 4 colors in a color palette and use them in varying shades throughout the house. To know more about colors, watch my video on colors on my YouTube channel, Architect-Nilesh Sawant. The link is given below in description. Principle number 2, it's balance. Balance can be described as the equal distribution of visual weight in a room. There are 3 styles of balance: symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial. Let's see these 3 types in brief. Number 1 is symmetrical balance. It is usually found in traditional interiors which are more inspired by natural elements. Symmetrical balance is characterized by the same object repeated in the same position on either side of a vertical axis. For example, you might remember old rooms where each side of a space is an exact mirror of the other. As it is more comfortable to be balanced, the same principle of symmetry can be found in a human body. Number 2 is asymmetrical balance. It is more in fashion in design these days as it gives more liberty to design. If done with responsibility, asymmetrical suggests movement and leads to more lively interiors. For example, 2 walls painted in balanced contrast will be asymmetrical but will depict a visual balance. Number 3 is radial symmetry. It is when all the elements of a design are arrayed around a central point. A circular flooring pattern or a spiral staircase is an excellent example of radial balance in any space. Your entire design should have some kind of balance which will create an interest and give you a visual pleasure. Principle number 3, focal point. A focal point must be dominant to draw attention and interest enough to encourage the viewer to look further. It must have a lasting impression, but must also be an integral part of the decoration linked through scale, style, color, or theme. A TV unit in the living room is an excellent example of a focal point. While a natural focal point of any bedroom can be the headboard of that bedroom. If you don't have a natural focal point in your space, you can create one by highlighting a particular piece of furniture, artwork, or by simply painting a contrasting color in one area. However, the balance must be maintained. Principle number 4 is rhythm. Rhythm is defined as continuity, reoccurrence, or organized movement. To achieve these themes in a design, you need to think about repetition, progression, and transition. Using this concept will give you a sense of movement to your space, leading the eye from one design element to another. For example, the breathing pattern or the beat of the heart are living examples of rhythm in human body. While in interior design, a rhythm can be found in a natural pattern in a veneer or a marble. We will be soon doing a video on rhythm in interior designing to educate you further. Principle number 5 is quality details. Another important element of interior design where it is necessary to take efforts is details. However, people may find details boring. As a result, it gets neglected or generally left out. As color expresses the whole spirit and life of a design scheme, details are the flip side of the same coin. Details should subtly enhance the overall feel of a room. I would describe details as its presence is not felt, but its absence feels prominently. Principle number 6 is scale and proportion. These two design principles go hand in hand, since both relate to size and shape. Proportion has to do with the ratio of one design element to another or one element to the entire space. Scale concerns itself with the size of one object compared to another. Principle number 7 is perfect finishing. Finally, everything boils down to the finishing of the entire work. When the finishing is precise, any shape, any color, any design looks fantastic. It takes great discipline and efforts to achieve a perfect finishing in interior design. Your design may be brilliant, your material selection will be amazing, but only the perfect finish will take the design one level up, and bad finish will take your design one level down. Now, for a regular person, all this might take some time to sink in, or you may find it difficult to apply all the above factors together in a design. So, to guide you smoothly, a designer's assistance would always be helpful and place you in a position of ease. To know more about why to appoint a designer, watch my video on YouTube channel Nilesh Sawant-Architect. The link is given below in description. Once you consider all these 7 principles of interior design, your final design will be close to what your dream was. If you enjoyed this video, then see similar videos on my YouTube channel, Architect-Nilesh Sawant. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy understanding and designing. पंधरा मिनिटात होतं ते 16 मिनिटं काहीतरी होतं ना काय recording. A designer and a good in material selection. परत projects.
Be peppy.
Yeah.